Make sure you log on to doggydiamondstv.com. That is my official website. Doggydiamondstv.com is my official website. Let me give you some information. Have you heard about my $100 promo deal? If you didn't, let me give you some information really quick. First and foremost, the promotion will be done on Doggie Diamonds TV as well as the Interlude TV. That's the Insta stories, the YouTube community, the threads, the Facebook, the Twitter accounts. I can promote whatever you need. But as a reminder, this is for serious inquiries only. Must be Cash App ready. I can help you bring more awareness to your products. Just contact at Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. At Doggie Diamonds on Instagram. And if you need help right now, at Coach Kandaka is now accepting new clients. And this is for artists, podcasters, business owners, and content creators. And the services include social media growth, brand clarity, organic supporter building, rollout strategy, product management, and monetization strategy. Just DM at Coach Kandaka to book your session. Yeah, this is good. So if you got an album coming out, you got a product that you want to figure out how to strategize, this is the person that you should contact. And listen, I just did an interview with an artist by the name of Jamil Honesty, and his album is on Bandcamp. It came out yesterday, September 1st, right? September 1st did it come out? Or the 2nd? I don't know. What's today? I don't even know what today is, but I know it's out right now on Bandcamp. So you should go check it out on Bandcamp right now. The name of it is Memoirs by Jamil Honesty and J.R. Swifts. Memoirs by Jamil Honesty. I'm going to make sure it's in the chat. It's going to be somewhere for you to get that. So, let's start. Yes, and as you file into the room, man, I've been busy the last couple of days. I apologize. Plus, it was Labor Day yesterday. I know y'all ain't want to hear from me. Bert from marketing, what's up? Sticky Finger, what's up? Jay of Hustling and Smoke, what's going on? April Brown, how you been? Long time no see. Nate Jackson, I see you. Peter Truth, I see you in the building. Tabby Lucchese, 06. What's up? Bernadette Bernie, how are you doing? Kirkski, what's going on? Rashawn DeGreer, how you doing? CEO Fel Conan's in the building. Gab is in the building. Formerly Gab 101, I believe. You the same person. Just in case. That's a fly name right there. I like that. Who else we got in the building? We got Tiger here. We got Don GF. And don't forget,
Doggie Diamonds did this.
That was offbeat, but whatever. Kills, what's up? Big T NYC, what's up? Yeet, what's going on? Sincere, what's going on? Brandon McCants, what's up? Eric, what's up to you? Don GF is here. Louis V. Los is in the building. We got Nicotine, 1988. That's an ill spelling. Rashawn Green, what's going on? Philly Shee, what's up? I see you. I see y'all here. As y'all file in. Chins TV, what's up? Yes.
Doggie Diamonds did this.
Yeah, that was a little bit more on beat. Brooklyn GQ, I see you. Playback gang, what's going on? Y'all watch this on the playback. I'm here. So, Marie Walker, how you doing? I'm good. I can't complain. Nobody listening anyway. Ha! I got that from Timbo King. Yo, you know one thing about me? I don't jack slang. When I get slang from somebody, I like to give credit. So, one day Timbo King called me, and I was like, what's up? He was like, nothing, can't complain. Nobody listening anyway. That was deep for him to say that. He's like, y'all can't complain. Nobody listening. Like, Vision 3030, what's up? RA, what's up? Tracy Tatum. Yeah. I'm here. This week is going to be a very, very consistent week for me. So just bear with me. If I start going live early in the afternoon and all types of stuff, bear with me. I'm here. What's up, man? Hopefully everybody doing well. Y'all here. De Niro ETV, I see you. Y'all here, so that means y'all had a Labor Day. And y'all still here. Yo, Labor Day is wild. So if you're from you from New York, specifically Brooklyn like myself, the Parkway on Labor Day, I ain't do that since the 90s. I done seen some heinous, hold on, I gotta edit, some heinous go down on Labor Day. I done seen some heinous stuff go down on Labor Day. So, nah, I don't do Labor Day. I don't do Juve. I don't do none of that. I don't do Labor Day. You know what I'm saying? I try to see if somebody cooking out somewhere, maybe get me a plate. But I just play the crib. Like I ain't listen, man. It ain't that serious. But there's been a lot going on in the culture. Specifically with Young Thug, Jeffrey. I don't really want to go there on Young Thug tonight, but I'm going to have to because I got some little stats that I want to put out there. We've been seeing all of these, or hearing all these leaks from Young Thug, and it ain't good. We done seen him in the precinct, talking, telling the police, here go my number. If you need to know anything, just call me, which in my opinion is cooperating with police because we don't know what happened behind the scenes. We don't know what he told the police, right? He still got arrested and still was on trial, but I just didn't like what I was seeing and hearing. And then when he went to jail, he just on that phone singing, just telling everything. And I've been on the phone with homies that's in prison, and I know for a fact that it says, you're receiving a phone call from such and such, and it tells you it's being recorded. So for him to just talk the way he talked, I don't understand it. It was just real weird to me that he just didn't care. So in one of the recordings, he spoke on Gucci Mane and QCP. Atlanta looking spooky right now. Atlanta looking crazy. Atlanta just look, it might be over for that balling of Atlanta. Like, and I don't know what side they from, so maybe it's another side where dudes is solid. But this is just looking crazy. This is crazy. So, he said Gucci Mane still rock with QCP. QCP tried to be a rapper. He messed with QCP, and he was calling QCP is a rat. He was calling QCP a rat, Young Thug that is. But he also said that Gucci Mane still been rocking with him. They cool. Some female was like, yo, but they friends. And he said Gucci Mane went soft after he got out of prison. So this is what killed me about that. But I want to give you some stats that somebody on X, I tell y'all, X is a spot, man. Y'all don't really rock with X. But I be telling y'all to go to X, man. X is where it's at, man. X be having a lot of information. The gram is cool. I love the gram, but I'm Doggie Diamonds on X, and it be up. You get a lot of information because it's not really as censored as some of the other platforms are. So on X, the guy put something out there that made a lot of sense, and I don't want to disrespect his name, so let's get his name correctly. Micaiah, I appreciate you. Oh yeah, the super chat is available as well as the Cash App. We still in building mode of the crib, so any contributions help. So this is the Mind of High. Shout out to you for the tweet. And he goes to say, Gucci Mane went into jail and came out. He got married. He avoided the street BS, wrote a successful book, dropped several hit songs. That's perspective. In the best shape of his life, I agree. Richer than he went in thanks to his girlfriend. I'm gonna agree with all of those. The hit songs, that's subjective, but he definitely went into jail and came out. He got married, avoided the street BS, wrote a book, successful book, dropped several hit songs, in the best shape of his life, richer than when he went in, thanks to his girlfriend. That's real talk. Now, he also put Young Thug went into jail and came out fatter than before, or just say fat, because he never was fatter than before, but I understand why he put it like that. Still talking street BS, bigger ego than before, dropped 0 music in 10 months, and reputation destroyed in under 5 days. But Gucci Man is the one that went soft. Got a point there, huh? You got a point there. I can't even front on you. You got a point right there. You got a point. Because if I went to prison, right, for being a knucklehead in the street and thinking it's cool, and I came out and I got married, didn't go back to prison, wrote a successful book or two according to my chat, dropped several hit songs. So if he dropped You Get the Bag and Get the Bag, if it's Get the Bag with Migos, I love that record. In the best shape of his life, I agree, because Gucci had that that wild ass lean belly, richer than he went in. That's real. So Young Thug came out of jail, fatter than before, looked crazy. He looked crazy. He's still talking the street BS. That's why I did a whole video before. Young Thug don't deserve his freedom. And people was mad. People, yo, man, don't wish death in jail on nobody. No. Because we're going to have real honest talk tonight with no filter. Some people don't respect their freedom. Some people don't respect their second chance, right? Sometimes you don't get a second chance. So when you get a second chance, you should respect it. He dropped no music, and I think I heard a song yesterday. It might have been Lil Baby and Young Thug on there. That shit was just wick, wick, whack, wick, whack, wick, whack, wick, whack. I do the echo, right? Wick, whack, wick, whack, wick, whack, wick, whack.
Wick, whack, wick, whack, whack.
Garbage. And his reputation is trash. He just kept talking about who's a rat. He just kept tweeting who's a rat. He kept tweeting about gun of this, gun of that, gun of that. This person's a rat. This person's a rat. And he's the one who's on tape in the fucking precinct asking for food. Yo, we know. There's a cardinal rule. If a nigga is in the precinct asking for food, we seen Weebay admit to a lot of stuff. Listen. Well, that's The Wire, if you watch The Wire. There is no way in hell that you in the precinct asking for food. There's a meme out there. When you see a nigga sitting there eating Wendy's, he told everything. So if this nigga asks about, because they'll get you a bologna sandwich or some mystery meat or a jackass meat sandwich. They'll get you that. But this nigga like, yo, man, I get him Popeye. Well, in the South, they don't like pronounce the whole word and shit. You like, anyway, go out there and give me some Popeye. No, they don't. He won't say Popeyes. That shit on employ. It's like Popeye. Will you go out and get my Popeye? Give me Popeye. So there's no way in hell that you was in the precinct talking about what Pee Wee Roscoe did. That's on there. And then you want some food from outside. Nigga, this ain't summer camp or something like that. This ain't jury duty, nigga. You in the precinct. You are in here for a reason. Then you say, I'm gonna give you my number. And just, you could ask me whatever you want, but just don't tell nobody. My nigga. So let me tell you something about life, what I've analyzed. When people have an obsession with something, they're projecting. So the way he kept saying, gonna rat, because remember he kept posting and deleting on X. That's why he was that's why he was obsessed with the ratting thing, because he know what he did. He got the damn phone calls. And the jail don't have to leak your phone calls because they already recorded. Like, let me tell you what I think the play was, right? This is the play. I think the play was to try to convict him. You couldn't convict him. He got like 20 years of probation, right? So you bound to fuck up. 20 years of probation? You bound to fuck up. They catch you pissing somewhere. You spit. Any police contact, you could go back to jail, right? So he took the plea, right? He's home. But he didn't get off scot-free because now we got something on him that can ruin his reputation. That's crazy when you could get your reputation ruined because you open your mouth. Remember a long time ago I told y'all, when does a fish get caught? As soon as he opens his mouth. All that information he was given, he didn't have to give that. The best thing he could have did was have people come on the dance floor, which is the visiting floor, and speak to people. If you're speaking through that phone on the visiting floor, that's a no-go. If you're speaking to somebody face-to-face, that could be a no-go because you never know if they wire your table or whatever the case may be. But you're on a jail phone talking all kinds of shit. 21 Savage. Complete. What's wrong with these? Yo, but let's be honest. This is a man who wore a skirt, who wore a fucking gown. This nigga dressed like Cinderella one time, like a geisha Cinderella, right? Nigga paint his nails. He did all types of shit. So why would we be surprised of his behavior when he do anything for clout? He do anything for clout. He do anything for likes, views, and clicks. So we can't put nothing past him. We can't put nothing past him. We can't be like, oh, nah. Whenever you see people doing shit they have no business doing, do not put anything past them. Nothing should ever surprise you, because where I'm from, how I am, and how I was raised and how I correspond with my peers, my older cousins, my older people, they will say, yo, that ain't right and exact. You know you shouldn't be doing that. So when a nigga wearing a skirt and everybody like, yo, nah, thug got the streets, get the fuck out of it. Like, this is the problem. See, I'm gonna tell you something. We be letting a lot of stuff slide until narratives are created. We see stuff and we don't nip it in the bud right there. We'll just ignore it. As long as we could dance to it, drink it, smoke it, fuck it, party to it, kill to it, drill to it, get high to it, that's all we care about. Then we try to have these morals. It was immoral for him to be wearing a dress. I'm going to be real with you. I don't know none of his music. I don't know anything about him. Never did. I'm not listening to no nigga in no dress. I don't care what y'all say. Call me what you want. Call me what you want. I'm not gonna listen to no man in no dress, but his name is Thug and yo, but he do, because we justify bullshit. And that's why we end up in the predicaments we be in, because we see it. We see the play, we see everything, and we'll just turn our head and be like, nah, but he got bread though. As long as somebody getting money and getting fame and getting likes, no, he not this, he got Mariah the Scientist. What does that mean? When you see somebody who don't have no morals, you can't put nothing past them. You can't be like, yo, man, he told. Fuck you thought he was gonna do. He also got fitted for a dress, a fucking gown. Don't you understand? Like, that don't resonate with you. So when dudes be telling, I don't be surprised. I'm like, the nigga also had on a dress. What the fuck is the big deal? Like, why y'all making a big deal out of it? The nigga wore a dress and painted his nails and got his mouth pierced. And, you know, and I'm going to be real with you. This is no shot at nobody. But if you take this, if, you know, a hit dog gonna holler. Anybody who start putting tats on their face and all that, I don't trust you. Now, tattoos used to mean, you know, you got a body, so they did the tattoo tears and all that. But once niggas start writing fucking Obama on his face and doing all types of shit on your face, listen, let me tell you something. My family genes are strong. The children look like me. My little cousins and all of them, we all look alike. But how could my family look at me in the face and I desecrated my face that the babies have, my mother have, my sister have, my great-grandmother have? Why would I mark? Why would I mark? Why would I mark and destroy my face that I got from my mother to where I don't even look like her no more? The kids looking at me like, yo. So once you see somebody sitting there, and shout out to people with tattoos. I got tattoos, so I'm not going to be a hypocrite. But when people be like, oh, I need some ink. I need ink. And I just like the pain and all that. You don't think that that's some type of psychological problem you got? You like pain? You like pain? I just like the pain. You like pain? That's some psychological. You need to go sit down on somebody's fucking couch and talk about it. Because anybody who like pain, something wrong with you. I just need some ink. You tatting your face, niggas with tattoos on their legs and shit. So who the fuck is looking at your legs, homie? Let's really think about that. Once you get your arms, you might get you a little sleeve. You know, you might get your chest, your back, do whatever you do. But once you start getting your legs tatted and you a man, who the fuck is looking? Like, I'm going to look at your leg and say, what's that right there? Oh, that my grandma. I ain't looking at no nigga legs. What's the point in? Because if, oh, goodness gracious. The fuck you getting tattoos on your legs for? So you lay there, let a nigga hold your leg? That's what I'm saying. So it's things that I see people do that I automatically know what type of individual you are. I don't put nothing past you. Seriously, when I see people do certain things, I don't put nothing past you. Like, yo, look how he carry it. Look how he carry himself. You're like, yo, he's such and such. Nigga also got a hat on a dress. Nigga also got hearts on his legs and shit. Fuck you. Fuck you thought. What you thought? Niggas be having tombstones, aborted kids' names on their legs and shit. Like, what you thought? So the fact that he sat there and said some things, I knew. And then the piercings, right? When the nigga got a earring in his nose, like, it's the attention. And right now, for the past, I can say 15 years, attention has become the new currency. Not actually money, not actually your bank account growing, your credit score going up. It's just the attention. People want to be known, and no matter what they're known for, it don't even matter no more. As long as they're known. You could be a complete asshole, but it don't matter. You're known for being an asshole. That's why so many black males you see are known for being hoes. They act stupid. They do all of these things, and they're known for being and acting stupid, and we just think it's funny. And it's no different from slavery, where we was the entertainment. It's the same thing. And all the dudes that act stupid all day are promoted. All you see is black men acting like jackasses, and then the women are hoochie mamas. So just like slavery, you had the mammy, you had the nigga dancing the jig, you had the butler, and you had the hoochie mama. Get in where you fit in. It's either one of them. So that's where it is. You just see the hoochie mamas now. That's why, you know, women respectfully, every woman celebrate with shaking their ass. Now, look at the age we at. How would you feel if right now you seeing some footage of your mama shaking her ass when she was young? You would feel like, damn, oh, my mom's. You know what I'm saying? Because despite ladies, what ladies think, real dudes don't like that shit. I think we gotta have honest conversation of what real men like. Real men don't like loose women, loose looking women, women that look available. We don't like that. We like exclusive, we like discreet, we like women. Just like ladies, you're not going to like a guy who got a fucking gun, his pants hanging off his ass. You're going to look like, because you get stereotyped. And you might not be nothing like that, but you're still going to get stereotyped. And then you start saying to yourself, damn, well, she make a good mother. I seen her eating oodles and noodles and shit. And it was a particular time where shame was so big that it mattered if you were ashamed. So you used to say, you ought to be ashamed of yourself. Now is no such thing as shame as long as I got likes, as long as I got views, and I got bragging rights. But guess what? What we're finding out from the Young Thug audio, one of the golden things that came from it is that we're finding out about these bots, which we all suspected, which some of us already knew. But now the confirmation is coming from the mouth from idiots, because all you gotta do is let a fool talk about these bots. So how do we respect anybody numbers? So I could look at my numbers and say, hey, I got 285,000 subscribers. People might say, yo, this person got 2 million. This person got 3. This person got 500,000. Guess what? I never bought a follower or a bot. So I feel good. I feel comfortable knowing that I got 285,000 people that rock with me at different times or whatever, but I ain't never paid for nothing. It's organic. I respect that. I like that because I did a whole show on this. But a lot of things I do go over people's head, and then these people with so-called large platforms be taking my talking points and remixing it. That just happens all the time, but that's cool. You know what I'm saying? That's cool. But I did a whole show on dudes faking it. I don't like nothing fake. I don't even eat crab meat because it's fake. You ever go want to get you? Yo, crab sticks used to be rocking. You ever got crab sticks from the Chinese restaurant? And you put that tartar sauce on there and that hot sauce? That ain't crab. That's jackass meat. I love crab sticks until I found out it wasn't crab. I'm like, I'm not eating no imitation crab. How the hell you imitate a crab? That shit on the ground like this. Throwing up gang signs. Like, I'm not eating no imitate. I don't eat nothing fake. If I read labels and it says certain thing, I'm not eating it. I want to know what it is. Fake shit, you buying into an illusion, and you are fooling yourself. So when we look at people like Gucci Man and you come out and you don't go back, that's essential. Because if we don't know anything, we know that Young Thug is going to go back. He can't help himself. He cannot help himself. He cannot help himself because he didn't grow up. This is what me and Tad talk about. You know, shows like that go over people's head. I think people want to hear certain things from certain people, although they're not capable to speak about certain things because they ain't qualified. Because I'm not a say one thing and do another type person. Like, I really am who I am. You know, this is not a persona. Besides me wearing the shades, I'm not an act. Like, this is who I am. This is how I carry myself. This is how I always carry myself. And I had a conversation with somebody yesterday, and he was putting a bug in my ear, and he was like, yo, all the real dudes rock with you. Because you ain't never play yourself. Whether it's the prisons, whether it's the street guys, because you be saying that shit that dudes be needing to hear, but they don't hear it often. And you qualified to speak on it because you come from that. So to hear you speak sometimes, and I've had rappers, I get DMs, dudes telling me, yo, I ain't drinking no more. And that's what we do it for. See, the numbers is great. The cash apps is great. All of that is great. But when we talking community, right, and we talking our people, when you saving lives and changing minds, that shit is priceless. Although I do like cash apps and super chats. But I watch people who will brag about how much money they got, and people give them money. I watch people, their whole thing is to flex on you, and people still give them money. I don't understand that. I don't understand that psychology. I don't understand that. So we expecting dudes to always crash out, and then we keep saying, we need to this, we need to that. So why do we promote dysfunction and ignorance right now on the internet, right now as you speak? I mean, as I speak, as you listen to me. All of these guys who are being called snitches, rats, I'm not getting into none of that because I don't care about that. I'm going to be real with you. I think everybody will tell. I don't put nothing past nobody. I don't know too many people who got any morals, any values, and any principles. So just hearing that another dude told, I know a nigga gonna tell. Because look what niggas do for free. Look what dudes do, dirty macking. Look how dudes are slander your name to women. So what do you think a nigga gonna do for his freedom? If a dude could talk to a woman bad about you because they're trying to court a woman or trying to win a woman over and tell her things about you that's not true, or try to depict make a depiction about you that they don't even know, what you think a nigga gonna do for his freedom? If a nigga gonna do and say all types of crazy shit for box, virtual box, possible box, maybe box, trying to get box, what do you think he's going to say about you when he sit in front of them folks if he has any information on you? So I don't put nothing past nobody. I'm just being real. I don't put nothing past nobody. So when they be like, he told, I'm like, fuck you thought he was gonna do? What you thought he was gonna do? These motherfuckers, they don't stand on nothing. These dudes don't stand on nothing. And despite what you think, despite what the perception is, I'm one of the only dudes that's a real, true boss. I don't care what nobody try to present to you, because I move how I want to move. I go live when I want to go live. I put out content when I want to. I don't march to the beat of nobody's drum. Nobody's standing over me telling me what I got to do when I can't do. I don't need nobody's approval. I don't know too many dudes that could say that. But that's a whole nother topic, because I see a lot of people playing boss and saying they boss, but they can't even sit down and talk unless somebody set up a camera for them, wire them, and all of that. As for me, I could do what I want, when I want, how I want. I am self-contained. So that's bullshit. When you could do what you want, when you want, how you want, you could make your own beat, you could do your own video, you could do your own graphics, and you can move when you want to move, that's boss. When you say, yo, I need your help with this, that, and the third, I know, that's not no boss shit. Or somebody say, yo, I don't like the show you did, I'm not posting it. Or, yo, we not rocking with your episode, because that's not a boss. Or you an artist and you waiting for a cosign or somebody to put your project out. You ain't no boss. You still got a boss. So a lot of people be getting little nigga, so they be looking for niggas to little nigga. That's why I moved dolo from state to state. Well, my cousin Tab be with me. You know what I'm saying? So what I do with the information that I have, I give it to my cousin. Now he got his OG Wisdom show. He just interviewed Marcus Klein, you know, somebody who actually built a school. He interviewed Kaba Kameni. You know, he coming up, points, tips, tricks. This is what I'm saying. This is boss shit. All these other dudes, I don't know nothing about none of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know nothing about none of that. Salute to everybody making it happen. You get what I'm saying? Who do what they do. But let's stop talking this bullshit. Don't talk that with me. Don't talk that bullshit with me, because I could front for days. I could go outside where everything on me is brand new, down to the socks, the sneakers, the pants, the underwear, the t-shirt, the hat, new glasses, new earrings. I'm talking about brand new with rappers every day. But for what? When you grown, this was, I'm getting back into the Gucci man. When you grown, you take care of your responsibility that you have. Your responsibility is to what? Your wife, your children, your immediate family. As a man, when you a fucking weird bitch nigga like this guy over here, you still trying to impress the internet. Forget that you walking around with a woman. Forget that women are coming to see you in prison. Forget that you got children, you got family, you got people that you are responsible for. You're willing to act a damn fool to go back to prison to prove and live up to your name. Change your name, because you're not young and you ain't no thug. You told. So all of that shit gets stripped from you. Appreciate you, Chris Yates. All of that gets stripped from you. And in 2025, when the Alphabet Boys ran out of them other guys to get, they turned their attention to rappers. I told y'all a long time ago, y'all better stop calling yourself rapper, because rapper is synonymous with nigga. Soon as somebody get hurt, they'll say rapper such and such. I don't care what state, what area you from, they'll call you a rapper. Rapper is synonymous with nigga. So if you a rapper and something happened to you when you in Louisville, they'll say rapper dun Jenkins. How you rapper? We ain't never heard his music. So we're not even human no more. We're rappers. Rapper is synonymous with nigga. I told y'all that a long time ago, but people listened to it when Kanye said it on Drink Champs, but I said it previous to him, right? So you got this guy who's still trying to prove you a grown-ass man. Who do you have to prove anything to as a grown man? Besides your obligations being to your family, your loved ones, and your friends. How are you still trying to prove something? Just really think about that. I don't got shit to prove. You just do your job. That's it. What is your job? Your job is to rap. But you haven't put out any music. Then Gunna album do well, but then you try to kill his momentum by saying, "Oh, I bought bots." This is mental illness at its finest. But this is promoted. So now this is the talk of the town, where you got sucker ass streamers that's talking about street shit. Listen, I will not talk to somebody that doesn't have the understanding of what I'm talking about, or the knowledge or the wisdom to speak on what I'm talking about. You can't talk street shit with squares because they're going to justify shit because that's how they would carry it. So if you say to said person, yo, Doug is a snitch, they're going to be like, no, he not. Why they don't think he is snitch? Because that's what they would do. But that's expected of you. But according to this stupid ass moral mythical code that everybody signed up for, it's certain things that you can't do. But see how we move the goalposts? We move the goalposts when it comes to certain people. If they popular, we ain't see it. We ain't see it if they popular. Any cooperation with the police has always been labeled as snitching. I don't care what you say. There they go right there. You told. It was a guy with a green hat, and the guy really had a green hat. You're told. But see, we move the goalposts off of popularity. So that's why we could see something plain as day and we'll just not think about it. Now, would you talk about brain surgery with a damn plumber? If you had to get your brain operated on, would you go to a plumber to do it? So if we talking this stupid, ignoramus, street shit, why are y'all talking to streamers? I don't get it. But then again, talk to the streamers, because I don't want to talk to y'all about that. I don't want to talk to y'all about that because I still got people behind them walls, right? That's fighting to come home, fighting for a second chance, that done did 20, 23 years. And we got idiots out here playing with their freedom, playing with their life like this shit is a joke. And it's not a joke because you're not going to spawn somewhere else once you go under. Death is, that's it. There's no respawn. There's no put another quarter in the game. There's no up, down, left, right, A, B, start. There's none of that. But everybody is playing and gambling with life like this is just it. Like, yo, nah, I'm going to get a second chance. And then all you fucking people who were screaming free Thug, for what? This is what I'm saying. I did a video a long time ago. Y'all need to stop saying free niggas who, all right, free him. What lesson did he learn? I want y'all to tell me. What lesson did he learn? How was he rehabilitated? From his experience, did he say, I'm not going to do that anymore because I learned my lesson. I paid no debt to society, but I took a plea. So this is how I'm moving now. This is what I'm saying. When do people say, yo, that nigga's a menace to society? Incapable of fucking up other people's lives with his selfishness, his narcissism, and his stupidity. But niggas are like a nigga raps. So he just get away with it. Or a nigga, look, with us, all nigga gotta do is show some materialism. That nigga have on an outfit. This nigga got titties now and shit like that. We respect somebody who said if they get locked up, they're gonna get their titties done so they could be in a woman prison. Y'all forgot he said that? Don't look at me like that either, nigga. Y'all forgot he said that? This is what I'm saying. So I don't put nothing past nobody these days. I'm telling you, I don't put nothing past nobody. Sometimes I'd be like, oh shit, he stood tall. Interesting. But the individuals that did that time behind them walls, that come out here and talking to the children and really going with programs and really doing different things, we'll ignore them because they don't have the fame, the fortune, and the popularity because niggas don't be clout chasing. And this is what I'm saying. That clout is dangerous. That shit is dangerous now because now we can't put nothing past nobody. Anything that you hear somebody did, you can't say, remember at a point you would say, what? Nah, that nigga wouldn't do that to me. We grew up together. Yeah, right. Remember when that meant something? Remember when that meant, yo, nah, we go way back. That meant something. Oh, nah, we've been rocking for years. They wouldn't do that to me. Remember when, oh, nah, Yo, nah, we ran some dope plays together. Yo, I helped them with this, they helped me with this. They wouldn't do that to me. Remember when that meant something? Don't mean nothing now. You know somebody today, tomorrow somebody can have an attitude with you, don't talk to you. You don't even know why. There's no fair hearings no more. Everybody is cutting people off. YOLO, I'm this, that, and the third. Listen, man, I'm telling you right now, the next man that come to me in life and they telling me, yo, bro, I'm on the bridge. I might go. I'm going to say, yo, peace. It's been nice knowing you. Go on and jump expeditiously, because the niggas you save these days, you talk off the ledge, you talk them out of panic attacks, you talk them out of grief, you do all that, they will eventually turn around and project all that shit on you. Tell me I'm lying. It's happening time and time again. Nobody looks at anybody with any regard no more. That's just what it is. So me, listen, I'm the wrong nigga to call if you're going through it. Don't call me, because I'm going to be like, yo, can I get your ColecoVision before you go? Shit, yo, I'm going to try to get something of value. Go on and jump. I don't care no more. I do not care. I'm not trying to save nobody. You know why? Because a nigga be like, yo, I'm here. And you get close to them, guess what they do? They grab you. They grab you. Worst thing you could ever do in your life is try to save a nigga. Don't try to save the babies. And I ain't talk about that jargon niggas be using. Save the children. Can't save no grown man. They set in their ways. They pig-headed. As long as they could get some pussy, some pot, and some pig feet, they good. You can't help no nigga. You can't help them. Because they will look you right in your face and tell you how they greater than you, how they better than you, and you was just about to give it all away. Why does this keep popping up? Stop. You cannot help no nigga. You cannot help this dude. Saying free him is not gonna help him. He's mad because Gucci is not crashing out. He's mad because Gucci is not a failure. He said he went soft. How about he grew up? We not allowed to grow. We not allowed to say, yo, that was some young nigga shit. I ain't even into that no more. I got my kids I'm worried about. Yo, my baby just got 2 teeth. Oh, you say shit like that. You say responsible shit like me. You say shit like, oh, my credit score. You seen a nigga in the chat. Credit is dead. Okay. You know what? Let me just get you out of here. Credit don't mean nothing. We're in the system. And then you always got these smart-ass, dumb-ass niggas who always think they're teaching something, but they're reaching up. You know all that shit. And what you know don't change your life, you don't know shit. You don't know shit. But all niggas do is talk. You don't listen to nobody. Oh, I want to tell you this. Oh, let me tell you. I don't listen to niggas. I'm gonna say that every night. I don't listen to niggas. Yo, listen. Don't think I'ma listen to you. I got this far without listening to your dumb ass. I see people make poor decisions every day, but want to tell me something. So we supposed to listen to people like this? He said Gucci went soft. But the man done got married, tripled his worth, put out some literature, put out some music, took control of his health so great that people were saying he a clone. That's how you know when you did a good job. I remember when I first lost weight, people blame me all type of shit. Yo, he got surgery and all that shit. I'm like, yo, y'all see me riding this bike 22 miles every day, sweating like a slave. You don't see me out here drinking beer anymore. I don't drink. I ain't drink since 2002. So that makes 23 years since I had any alcohol of any type. And it's going to be 23 more before I will never drink alcohol again, ever. Maybe if I get married, I might take a sip. I ain't gonna front. I ain't gonna be no hypocrite. But I'm just saying, we're not allowed to grow. We're supposed to stay in this ignorant space. And I'm gonna tell you, the biggest problem is that you have these guys who sit on these screens and they act like they care about you. They care about our people. They don't care about shit but cash apps, super chats and getting to when people giving them money and then them bragging about views and all this shit. You know how you could tell when somebody has any emotional intelligence? Make them mad. It's plenty of times where people did shit that they thought I was gonna crash out because niggas think they control my emotions. Nobody nigga don't control my emotions, but I bet. Because one thing I'm not against is whipping somebody's ass. I'm against senseless violence, but sometimes it makes sense. Oh, you want to play? What's the consequence of playing with grown-ass men? This virtual shit took away shame and consequence. Like I said to King Simon, if you did something and you knew it was a possibility, somebody was outside and they were going to hit you in the head with a bat, would you do it? See? See how that changes how you speak to people. It changes how you respect people. It changes the outlook of how you handle people. If you said something you had no business saying and it was a possibility somebody was going to Babe Ruth you, Barry Bonds you, Ken Griffey Jr., Aaron Judge you, you would talk different. You would move different. But I'm not against nobody trying to change their life and upgrade their life. I'm happy when dudes be like, yo, I got a job. I don't job shame. I don't care where you work. I don't care if you work in Target, Trader Joe's. I don't care what you do. Anything that you're doing to feed yourself and your family, honestly, there is no wrong way to do that. Stop listening to bozos who talk about how they entrepreneurs and I'm getting money and all this stupid shit, this dysfunctional shit to get money. And I'm going to be 1,000% honest with you. A lot of niggas get a silly check. Did you know that? A lot of niggas is on SSI because they fucked up in the head. But they'll try to make you think, oh, I'm getting to this bag. A bag is underground talk. Nigga, you got ACH transfer or direct deposit. Cut it out with this bag talk. I don't talk underground shit. That's why I don't talk about getting no bags. I don't talk underground shit. I don't talk nigga shit. But a lot of niggas get silly checks or a lot of niggas be doing shit like adopting kids that they know. It's so many schemes and scams that niggas use to get money. So never feel less than because you're doing it honest and everybody else is cheating. Never feel less than. Never be ashamed of your bodies, lady, when she went and got a BBL and acting like she in the gym. She cheated. Never feel like you need to lose weight or your weight ain't right and this motherfucker sticking itself in the arm every day. Don't ever feel you're inadequate when you going against cheaters. Let's keep it real with you. So you might have put out an album. You didn't get that many streams or whatever case may be because you didn't use no bots. I could front and wake up tomorrow with 1 million subscribers. Y'all know me for keeping it tall. So you wouldn't put it, you would say, nah, he wouldn't do that. But we at a day and time, but that's what these dudes are doing. Me, I ain't into no facade. I ain't into no facade. Listen, because I ain't going, first of all, right? When you lie, do you know the first person you lie to is yourself? You had to fool yourself. Like niggas who be trying to fool themselves into thinking they tough and go outside and somebody just punched them in the jaw. You thought looking at the camera, yeah, yo, when I go, boom. Looking up at the sky on your back pockets. You fooled yourself into thinking you can fight. See, some people type. They type and that make them think that they could fight. I don't care how much slang you use. That's my word, dead homies. Oh, all of that shit you hear now. Don't let that make you think you can fight. Or you can't go to jail. Or you can't get your top popped. This is the problem. So when you seeing Gucci chilling, what does that do? When he said Gucci went soft, Gucci don't know he feel his way about him, right? So when you say Gucci was soft, what does that do? That draws Gucci out of the family man, of the married man, of the person who got his mind, his body, and his spirit together. That draws him out because now people want to go under Gucci comments and say, Dog said you were soft. Do y'all see the comments on Instagram? Do you see what people have the nerve to say to people these days? They're trying to incite it. Just like when people on YouTube say stupid lying shit about me, people who come in my comments, what do you want me to do? Because the minute I do what I'm capable of doing, you're going to call me stupid. Oh, you stupid. You should ignore that. I had a nigga tell me it's just words and all that shit. Yeah, it's just words until somebody talking bad about your family, about your loved ones, and they got to see that. That's beyond words now, because it should be a consequence, or you should be ready to say, if you say it once, you can say it twice. Right now, anybody who I feel like, fuck them, I say that shit right now. And guess what? I say that shit in their face. I say it in their mother face. I say it in their kid's face. Because anything that I say once, I'm going to say twice. That's just me. I move different. I don't expect nobody to move like me. I look at all these niggas as whisperers. They gonna whisper. I got to pretend I don't know certain shit. I got to pretend I didn't hear certain shit. I just got to play this game until one of these dudes get somewhere and I crack one of their ribs, because that's going to happen. It just is what it is. But the point that I'm making is that people are doing shit. So Gucci is in his space where he is successful and he defeated the odds. Look where he come from. Look at the nigga Jibs at one point. The nigga looked like, well, he still looked like Grover a little bit. But the nigga looked like Grover. Nigga had a big lean belly. He got his etiquette right. And then the nigga gonna say he went soft. So what is Gucci supposed to do now? Go back ignorant? Just really think about that shit. He's supposed to be ignorant again to prove he's not soft, because everybody gonna go with his shit. Dog said you soft. What you gonna do about it? Like I told y'all before, and y'all don't pay attention, that slide for Vaughn shit. That slide for Vaughn shit, you had somebody like an academics and Tekashi, who's not of a caliber to speak certain shit like that, was pressuring him into, you gonna slide for Vaughn? I'm like, this nigga really gonna answer that? The greatest answer in media history was Beanie Siegel when he said to Charlamagne my dude, it's a homie, but when he said, you not qualified. You not qualified to ask me nothing like that. You ain't qualified to talk about nothing like that. What happened to that? Doug ain't qualified to say who went soft. He not qualified. When is these dudes' qualifications to talk about anything no more? What is these dudes' qualifications? You got dudes who will just try to make you believe that they sold 900 bricks or they know all about drugs and all. You do know a lot about drugs. You know why? Because you're a user, not a seller. These dudes be users. You can look at some of these dudes in interviews. They got Bobby Brown jaw. They can't stay woke. What do you think that is attributed to? He's a hustler? These niggas be custies. You be seeing dudes falling asleep. Just look around the internet. How many of these niggas could stay woke? Now, I can see if you got up 5 in the morning and y'all doing an interview at 5. It's 3 in the afternoon, nigga. You sleepy? Sometimes I do more before 12 than some niggas do all day. But look how you don't have to be qualified in any realm anymore. Anybody can say anything, and we just try to make it believable. Or they try to make it believable, and people buy into it. It's fucked up. The point of this is that when you try to impress people that don't matter, you're going to lose every time, because you know what? They're going to say you're stupid. Now I'm seeing people say Dirk should just snitch. I don't know if I need to go back to the future. I don't know what needs to happen. So when these niggas be talking this paradigm shift, I think we need to shift this shit again. I think we need, whoa. You don't do that in my chat. So get the fuck up out of here now. What we not gonna do is we not gonna act like what we seeing is normal. This shit is all messed up. This shit is all displaced. Nobody you know, right? It don't matter what relationship you built with somebody. People will change at the drop of a hat. I've never known a time. Listen, I know niggas that I go back to the sandbox with. We got the same tattoos. We done bled together, been to homies' funerals together, brothers' funerals together, everything. I don't even talk to some of these niggas no more because it's like, yo, hold on, my nigga. How old are we again? You still doing that shit? You still doing that? I got real bills to pay. I got real responsibilities. And that's what you're talking to me about? How does that help me in any way? How does that help me grow? Because whether you like it or not on no spooky shit, but we in a real big spiritual warfare. People are after your damn spirit, which is connected to your mental, that manifests itself physically. So that's why sometimes you don't feel good. That's why sometimes you're tired. That's why sometimes you don't want to eat. Sometimes you're not motivated because people are draining your spirit. People are draining your mental. That is what's going on. I appreciate you, ADZ. People are after you. And it's people that say they love you, that's after you, that's trying to take you out by any means necessary. They're telling you they love you in order to get you. You saw sinners, and you know what you're doing? You're saying, come in. As soon as they come in, they run amok. But now it's not a physical place that they're coming into. They're trying to come into your mind. Some of your ladies, they're trying to come into your body. Some of you guys, you're trying to come into some women that you don't need to be coming in. So you got people that's after you. That's why I always say, fuck everybody. I just say that. Yo, listen, nah, you not vetted enough. You still got some time. I don't know about you. Ain't nothing for me for sale. What? That's your mentality? I stay away from you. Because I know you'll come in and wreak havoc on everything and then admire your work. People are after your fucking spirit. I'm telling you. People, you ever notice we have an influx of people who think they could tell you what to do, who they think they know better for you than you know better for you when they ain't shit. And they always trying to tell you something. And then when you don't comply or you don't listen, then they don't want to fuck with you. It ain't nothing productive. It ain't nothing uplifting. Nigga might say, yo, you got that dope whip, man. You should be bagging bitches in that. I'm like, nah, I don't care about that. Oh, nah, this nigga weird. He don't even like pussy. I've heard that before. Yo, you don't like pussy? Huh? How old are we? You don't got no real responsibility. I know niggas that will tell me about every sexcapade they have. Yo, last night, nigga, I'm trying to build a fucking empire that could help me, help you, help your family, help communities. You talking about pussy? In 2025? That's your motivation? That's why you got up today? I don't need to talk to you. I don't need to talk to you. And I'm just was surrounded around a bunch of niggas that don't want shit. Most men, and let me tell you something. People always try to meet you where you at, try to find a common ground with you, all to be like, yo, we got a lot in common. Yo, we got a lot of commonalities. We should talk more. We should build. And you be thinking, yeah, yo, I got a like-minded individual. No. They ain't the like-mind. They are trying to get you to put your guard down. But every time you get around them, every time you deal with them, something in your spirit tell you, this motherfucker's fucked up. That's your ancestors. That's your deceased ancestors. That's the people, that's your angels telling you, yo, look, You need to stay away from this person. You was taught as somebody, you was taught as a child, everybody not your friend. You was taught as a child, if somebody tell you to go jump off the roof, you gonna do it. So when we start listening to niggas? When do we start being influenced by niggas who ain't doing shit? Why we don't think higher? Because now we got anybody, and you look at them as they experts, just like the 19 Keys, bitch nigga. You got dudes like that who talking all this shit. If you so rich, why would you be telling everybody how to get rich? If you get into the bag, and if your bag is predicated upon people buying your information, then how are you helping anybody? You're supposed to just build the infrastructure and employ people. But your whole bag is based off of who buys from you, what information you're selling. But you want the nation to get better, but you're selling information. And we not this and we not that if we don't buy the information. Don't get me started on that. Don't get me started on that. The sound is what? I don't know why the sound is doing that. Maybe y'all should refresh, because I don't know why the sound is going in and out. I didn't do nothing different. I don't know why that would be happening. But if the sound is going out and the sound is tripping, that means it's time for me to go. So with that, I bid y'all farewell. Hit the like button on the way out. I'm Doggie Diamonds. Until next time, peace. I ain't got no time to be playing with no sound or none of that. Until next time, peace. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate the cash apps, the donations, everything. I appreciate y'all. Till next time, peace.